Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this problem using the concepts of vectors in R2. So as per the problem, given vector x equals 2i minus j and vector y equals negative I plus 5j, determine each of the following. So we are given these two vectors x and y in the unit vector form. So let's start with part A. So in part A, we have to calculate the magnitude of x plus y. So the first step is to calculate the sum of vectors x and y. So we'll use the given vectors x and y. Now we can get rid of the parentheses and gather the I terms and the j terms. So for the I terms, we have to do 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1, but we don't write 1 as a coefficient, so it's just I. And for j, we have to do negative 1 plus 5, which is equal to positive 4. So this is the sum of vectors x and y. Now we can find the magnitude. So we should square the coefficients of I and j, add the square terms and put them under the square root. The coefficient of I is 1. Now we can simplify this expression. 1 square is 1 and 4 square is 16 and 1 plus 16 is square root of 17, which can be reduced to. So this is the final answer for the magnitude of x plus y rounded to 2 decimal places. Now we can analyze part B. So in part B, we first should calculate vector x minus vector y. Now in this expression, we'll have to distribute the negative sign into the parentheses. So the first part will stay the same. Now we can combine the I and the j terms. So for I, we have to do 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. And for j, we have to do negative 1 minus 5, which is equal to negative 6. Now we can find the magnitude. So we should square the coefficients of I and j and then add them and put the sum under the square root. So 3 squared is 9 and negative 6 squared is positive 36. So which add to square root of 45, which is equal to 6.71. So this should be the final answer for part B. Now we can analyze part C. So for part C, we first will calculate the vector 2 times vector x minus 3 times vector y. So we have to distribute the 2 and the negative 3 into the parentheses. So we are doing scalar multiplication. So 2 times 2 is 4. So negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. Now we can combine the I and the j terms. So for I terms, we'll have to do 4 plus 3. And for j terms, we have to do negative 2 minus 15. So this is the vector, and now we can find its magnitude. So we'll square the coefficients of I and j, add them, and put the sum under the square root. Now 7 squared is equal to 49. And negative 17 squared is equal to 289. We can add these numbers. So I got 18.38. So this should be the final answer for part C. Now we can analyze part D. So first we'll find the expression for 3 times vector y minus 2 times vector x. Now we can distribute the 3 and the -2 into the parentheses. So we have to do scalar multiplication. So we'll multiply each component by 3 and -2. Now we can combine the I and the j terms. So this is the vector 3y minus 2x. Now we can find the magnitude. So we'll square the coefficients of I and j and then add them and put the sum under the square root. So -7 square is 49 and 17 square is 289 and the sum of these numbers is 338. And the square root of 338 is 18.38. So we got the same answer for parts C and D. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.